night, Monday night, Thicko night, Footballthicko pod. Tough times ahead. What? Where's the tough times for who?
You, Tom. Well, the way you was crying earlier, it sounds like tough times.
Well, this is off the bat, people. Of if you haven't seen it already, Gary Neville done a interview with Daniel Levy. It's very good. Sorry, I'm having a wine on.
Have you watched it all?
Yeah, watched it all. I mean, a lot of it for me was a very business about like football in general and how the FA should be involved and parachute payments. There was a lot of that. That last 10 minutes was a bit more Tottenham. Listen, Daniel Levy is a great businessman, and Gary Neville asked him that question on there. He goes, "What do you think of people that think you're a great businessman, and but you're too much involved in the football?" And he said, "Oh well, I'm not too much in the football. I don't make decisions on players, anything like that."
Facts.
Right. He goes, "If what the managers want, I go out to try and get."
Thank you.
Right, we know that. Listen, but my point is that he's hired directors of football that do that job. That's their job. But he gets involved in the negotiations to such a degree that other chairmen want to walk away. There can't be this history of, and there can't be this legacy of his where other chairmen, other people in football, when they're not involved in a club, are on radio stations, papers, TV shows, and they go, "He's fucking hard work to deal with. I'd rather walk away from a deal."
Well, as Simon Jordan says, though, Simon Jordan says that he knows the worth of Spurs and his commodity. And that's why like when Berbatov was going and Man United wanted to get him for 90 mil plus add-ons, your chairman said no, you're going to get him for 30 mil.
Right, fair, and that's you a selling. That's fine, but you've also got to acquire. So, for example, when you sell Harry Kane, right, and you hold off and you hold off and you hold off, and then you sell him the day before the season begins. Your season begins. Our season begins. We haven't got a replacement for Harry Kane. You can't.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But again, if the price ain't right, he ain't going to sell Lee.
Right, fair. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is,
to the detriment of the team.
Yeah, but it's a detriment to the team anyway, because when the player goes, we don't have a replacement. And then we end up getting a replacement 3 or 4 games in. That takes them a bit more time.
That didn't happen this time. You got Solanke in early.
We got Solanke in early. Yeah, I can't complain about that.
But what are you on about? You're making up scenarios.
No, I'm talking about when Kane left. Solanke didn't come in on the same year.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. Because Solanke came last year. Kane's been gone 2 years.
So who came and replaced Kane straight away?
He didn't get a replacement. We got Brennan Johnson to play out wide 3 games in.
To be fair, he had Son, and Son was playing down the middle, wasn't he?
Still, like he's better on the wing, isn't he? But all that said, it was a good interview. Levy, look, listen, I don't doubt for a second he's got the interests of Spurs at heart, but definitely
you make out as if he doesn't.
No, Spurs as a business. That's what I was about to say. The key word is a business. He wants the team to win. He's not happy, like he said. He's not happy when they lose. No one is. No one would be assigned to a club and be happy if they lose. Pretty works for Tottenham. I'm pretty sure she's not happy when they lose, right? But my point is that Levy, I feel like there's always an eye on the business, and I get why. He's not going to make us go silly, but then at the same time, then as a club, that has to filter across to the fans where we stand in the line of things, and don't tell fans we're going to win or we want to win this and that when you know you're not going to put out there like the other clubs that will want to go and win it, or even like what we're doing with the youth and the academy. They built all this amazing structure, right? But there's nothing put in place for us to bring players through. Now, if you look at Arsenal, you've had Saka, you've had Ranieri, you've had Miles Skelly, you've got the young boy now, Max. Like, these players are coming through.
But do you know that's not an overnight thing. This has been going on from the Wenger days.
Respect.
So Arsenal, when Arsenal moved stadium, the model was that we're going to develop youth and we're going to pump as much money as we can into the youth system. So at that point,
that should be as well.
At that point, we had the second most amount of money was pumped into that youth system, second to only Barcelona, and level or maybe just above Ajax at the time.
But this is what I'm saying.
And now, only now, Lee, are we seeing the fruits of that labour.
Well, there was players that.
How many years on that?
What is the Wi-Fi? What is the Wi-Fi? This is a song.
It must be one of his songs, isn't it?
Mute him.
It must be one of his raves. I've got on mute. Marv, I've just had to mute you because I don't know what that sound is.
Marv, what's going on?
It's still going. It's your headphones. Take your headphones out.
Talk in the phone.
Take the headphones out, bro. No, Marv, you can hear us. That's it. Take your headphones out. Take the headphones out.
No, I'm muting.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
There you go. That's all you've had to do.
Shut up, man. But that's all I had to do. Anyway, sorry, Lee. Well, go on. You know.
Did you watch the Levy interview, Marv?
Say that again.
Did you watch the Daniel Levy interview today with Gary Neville?
No, of course not. No, of course not.
Of course not.
Of course not. Why am I watching that for? You don't win things on. No?
Well, it's on topic. It's a topic, and what I'm saying is that he's been fantastic for the club. I would not knock that as a business and what he's created, but there is no doubt that he has to relinquish some of the footballing aspects to somebody else. He employs them, but he doesn't do it. He also has to therefore make sure that if we ain't going for certain players, let's not go and set out to even try and do it, because it just becomes a waste of time. But respect to Levy. Look, listen, I'm a disgruntled fan that always wants to win. We'll all be like that. If
see what Jay Green says here is absolute facts.
Levy has made Spurs fans they can compete with Arsenal fans. Well, I don't know if it's him or if it was Pochettino and the luck and the stars aligning with the players that we got. Because
but like you said, over the last 2 decades, you only finished above us 6 times in those 2 decades.
I mean,
that's not bad.
Six in 20 years. That's not bad.
Considering where we were before.
Spurs. Listen, what do Spurs ever win really consistently? Nothing.
No, we don't.
1960, so it doesn't really. For me, it's just the same old Spurs. That's what Spurs do. The only thing
he's coming out, Mark.
Can I say something? The only thing I'd say as a Spurs fan is, look, just play entertaining football. It's a bit like West Ham, isn't it? Just want to see it.
They're posh West Ham. That's what they call them. They're posh West Ham.
You know, all we want to see from Spurs is good football. Football play the right way. Don't worry about trophies. You got one.
All results.
Be happy.
He's taking the piss.
You want to see the football play the right way. And for the rest of us, the teams that actually go out there and win things, we just want to win things. If we play good football, that's a bonus. But if I was a Spurs fan, I just want to see us play football the right way.
So how do we get to what you're doing?
Only last night I woke up 2 a.m. and I watched Arsenal Tottenham, North London derby. And I looked at the Tottenham side and I go, Jesus, they got some players. Modric, Bell. You'd know more about that team. They had some classy players in there. And that's all you want to see at Spurs. Classy players, good football.
No, but we don't.
How do they do that, Marv? By buying cheap players, isn't it? Cheap youngsters.
Is that what the problem is, Lee? The cheapness.
Well, you tell me how do.
But Marv, Bell, Modric
was heritage. Take Bell
Modric were cheap youngsters.
Chris, let me ask you.
Sorry.
Let me ask this to Marv. Take away the heritage of Liverpool. It's you can't speak like it's unheralded, right?
Yeah,
but there was a time in the last 15 years, even the last 10 years, where you slid down, right? And what was it that got you back to where you are now? What was the move?
Well, you know what Liverpool have done throughout the year. I've been supporting Liverpool.
Marv, Jurgen Klopp. Just get to the point.
Yeah, I am in the Premiership years. Yeah, since the Premiership began. The difference between a team like Liverpool and Tottenham is that we've won everything bar the Premiership until we won the Premiership.
I agree, but what I'm saying is,
Liverpool have always brought trophies home. We never have. You know, we've had a few.
They're never answering the question.
You're not answering the question. What got you from winning a Coca-Cola Cup back to winning the league and the Champions League? What did you do? What did the club do?
It was Fenway Sports Group, wasn't it?
I told you, Jurgen Klopp. They got Jurgen Klopp in.
Fenway Sports Group brought in Jurgen Klopp, but before that, to be fair, Fenway Sports Group were kind of laying the foundations of this.
But Jurgen Klopp did with Joe Allen.
When the right man came along, if you're gonna let me speak, isn't it? You got to remember, when Liverpool, Fenway Sports Group took over, we had a few trophies, like you said, the Coca-Cola Cup. But we got the right man. Remember, he was sought after.
But wasn't Rafa the right man?
He just wrestled the title from Bayern Munich. So what Liverpool done was, in fact, genius. Had they even got Klopp there?
What I'm saying, though, Marv, is that he didn't do it with Joe Allen and Adam Lallana. He didn't do it with.
Oh, he did. Who? Klopp.
Who Marv used to rate.
Lallana was on the fringe.
Marv rave about these players.
He did do it. He did the building block. We didn't just start winning things.
Okay, let me ask you.
Here you go. Hey, I'll answer your question, Lee.
Key players that joined these club that weren't there when he started.
Coutinho leaving the club was key.
Yeah, right. So what did they have to spend?
Money,
and they spent it well, and they put out to make it work. And that's
why
great.
can't they do that though? Because they ain't got a stadium though, Lee, to pay for.
Right, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, even when we didn't,
you did do that once with Bell money, and it effed up.
No, you just spent what we got because we're flat.
Exactly. That's what Liverpool done. Liverpool spent when they got.
Yeah.
They sold Coutinho for crazy money, 150 M's, and then went and bought Alisson and Virgil van Dijk for 65 and 75, which seems crazy money still, but it worked.
And they got Salah and Mane on very good deals. Very good. So I'm not there to knock it. I'm just saying.
But Spurs could have the same model. Spurs couldn't have the same model and had the same model, but it's about the quality of buy, the sale of player, the luck.
Where's that come from?
Like selling Coutinho for 150 is once in a million,
right? But where does that come from? The acquisition and the release
on the camera. What's he doing?
I don't know. But then going back to it, then what do you have to do as you're seeing with Arsenal, whether you like it or not? There has been improvement.
We had to do it. Yeah, we had to do it. We had to do it.
There's been improvement every year under Arteta, right?
Yeah.
They believe in him. They backed him every year.
Yeah.
Backed him. He's progressed
every year, but last year.
Well, he got to semi-final of the Champions League, so there is.
Yeah, but in the league, that wasn't a progression.
Fair, but second in the league, you can only be beaten by one team.
Yeah.
It's in progress, right?
Yeah.
They've backed him. They've understood that if they were going to go from Emery to Arteta to Fabregas to Ancelotti and it will start to be a mess, the club will become a mess because you can't.
United. They would be like United and Spurs.
Can't sustain that model. So, like now with Arne Slot, this man is involved in a project that was already started by the previous manager.
Yeah,
they found the perfect person to take that on, and he
was third. He was third choice though, so it's crazy.
He wasn't still third
right
choice.
He was.
He wasn't,
and he's not going anywhere.
He's on record as saying he needed to be first choice, otherwise he wouldn't have come. And Liverpool said that he was third.
The list had him at third. Amorim was first, and who was the second choice, Marv?
Pardon?
Who was the other manager? Amorim and who?
No. Slot was always the only choice. He would otherwise.
Alonso. I see. Alonso was hot favourite. He was first.
Alonso wasn't involved. But what I'm saying is, they've got Slot now, Liverpool, and that isn't about he's won the league. If he don't win it this year, he's fired. Or this is a group. This is a project.
Yeah, it's a project.
Arteta. That shows when you will always get progress in that, because if it ain't right, then the manager goes. We get that. But when you constantly change. Because there's going to be dips. There's going to be
Chelsea constantly changed.
Huh?
Chelsea.
Yeah, but they had the money. They had the money to back it up.
They got the money. That's what I'm saying. If you change, you've got to have the finances to back up.
They can always throw money at it.
It will be the same. See, it'll be the same.
Well, I mean, you say project. How long is Arsenal's project going to go on for?
But that's fine. You do see progress there, Marv. You can't knock them. You can't knock us.
I don't want to talk about progress. Excuse my language. Fun progress, man. I want to see the game's about titles and trophies.
But what about you, look? When Klopp come, it took 4 years to win the title.
It did take
5
4 years.
years.
However,
how long, Lee? How many years, Lee? 5 years.
It took 4 years to win the title, but didn't we have a cup by then?
Yeah, you won the Champions League 4 years in.
Right, we had a cup by
Yeah,
then.
but Marv, we won a cup 6 months. But Marv, Arteta won a cup 6 months in.
Yeah, but it wasn't his team.
No. Well, yeah, but then it's not Slot's team.
No, but
Klopp, it's not Slot's team. This is not Slot's cup.
No, but what I'm saying
This
is
is not Slot's cup. No. But this is not Slot's cup. No. We're not doing this. Thank you. That's what I thought. Thank you, Lee. Innit? Come on, Lee.
This is because Klopp evolved the team, and we were reaching finals along the way. Arteta won that with Emery's team, and he's not done nothing of note since. Not reached a cup final in 20 attempts. He's awful. If you want to call that progress nowadays, then Liverpool were making great progress in the early Premiership years because we used to finish in the top 3 or 4 every season.
What I'd say you're both doing.
Challenging for the league.
No, I don't call that progress.
Challenging for the league and finishing second overshadows just making a final of a cup, Mark.
What I call progress is having the mental fortitude to get trophies over the line. That's what I call reaching finals regularly. That's what I call progress.
Yeah, but you reached the final loss this year.
Yeah, but we still won the league.
Yeah, but you lost in the final because you're talking about cups.
Yeah, but we still won the league.
You're talking about cup finals, though.
2 in the league.
But you're talking about cup finals.
Listen, we're going down a boggy.
But you are talking about cup finals, and you just said finals 3-4 times.
No, but
as soon as I put you on your spot and I said to you, but you lost in the final. Oh, but we won the league. Did you win the league?
We'd won the Champions
League. We're talking about cup finals. We're talking about cup finals. We're talking about leagues. What are we talking
about? The whole package.
The thing that you're both forgetting, though, is your both teams are doing well. This is what I'm trying to say. You've both got good models to show where things, when you work with
Liverpool winning the league last season as made out as if what they've done was genius work, and it's put them.
Klopp, what he did was, and no, you got
to
give it.
You know what it was. That's Jurgen Klopp's team, and it was running on Jurgen Klopp's it ran itself. That team ran itself last season, and that's why it got the same. Hold on. Let me finish. That's why I got the same points that he got the year before. He got 2 more points than he did the year before.
But the season.
So, do you know what I mean? That just means consistent. And there was 2 teams above them that flopped last season. That was Arsenal and Man City. This season will be differently. They will get the same points again. They'll get 84 points in around that mark. But Arsenal and Man City will get a lot more, and you'll see.
Oh, that's all. You're talking. You're just making stuff up, mate. Because if that's the case, you would have won the league last season.
No, we flopped. That was
you flopped, so you might not flop again this season. You just don't know. It's all about.
My point is,
Liverpool proved over 38 games that there was the most consistent team in the league with a brand new manager. That we even had time to ease back before the end of the season. Yeah, Arsenal have made progress. Okay.
I know. No, listen, look, Slot. It cannot be diminished what he done. I think he came in, he made the right tweaks. They started running less. They started using the ball more efficiently, getting it more direct and effectively. They won the league early. Right?
Yeah, can't knock it.
But that's praise to Liverpool and the whole setup. I think the guy's name's Edwards, right? One of the guys behind the scenes, big name.
Michael Edwards, yeah.
Michael Edwards, right?
Lee. Don't try it.
No, I didn't. I didn't know the first name. That's why I'd say Edwards.
You can have that little smirk on your face, yeah. You got to win a trophy.
Why are you fighting everyone today? I'm praising you.
Confident. Why am I under feeling the heat here?
Why am I? You must. What you been doing, bro? You've been in 10 minutes. I've praised you.
Chris is all relaxed and saying, "Oh, because
I've been praising you the whole time.
Won the league with this and that points." Why is he sitting there all cocky, though, Lee? When we've both got trophies, we've both won trophies. Yeah. Why are we under the cosh here?
Well, no, I was talking about Levy and saying, and you came at me. You came on and started at me saying about Tottenham never win things, and I was like, "Well, you're right.
Tottenham
you're right. But
listen,
my point.
Yes, 1-0 Liverpool, and who scored? It's Salah. Come on, strong team.
Who are you paying?
No, all I'm saying is,
who are you paying?
We're playing Atletico, not Atletico Madrid. Is it Atletico Bilbao? Yeah. But both of
two games.
Yeah, I watched the one earlier. I turned it off. Liverpool were cruising, but this time we put out a real strong team. Salah, 13 minutes. Flick on by Etiketi, whatever his name is, new lad.
Cool, mate. You fucking hell, Andy Gray. You better be fucking worried.
Oh, there's Cody Gakpo. What was that?
Andy Gray shivering in his boots, listening to Mark. Eki Teki, that new lad.
Eki Teki. Yeah, he laid the assist.
Gakpo lays off the ball, you know.
Hey, this guy's going to be a beast, isn't he?
You hear me? You know?
Listen, look. I have not known a season that is set up to be as mouthwatering as this. The fatal four-way, I'm calling it. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea.
The season that Liverpool finished 5th with that aging squad, at this stage, pre-season, with our aging squad as champions, I was relishing that season, and we all know what happened there. You know what I mean? We finished that.
That's why I'm confident. That's why I'm confident the same will happen.
Something to cherish. Liverpool go again. Every season is something to cherish. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, no, our titles, no, we ain't winning the title in August. I'm going to say Liverpool can retain the title. I'm confident, bro.
Why can't Marv, there is a trophy up for grabs this weekend. You're playing Crystal Palace. It's a charity shield.
What, this weekend is a charity shield?
To win it, Lee.
Ain't this weekend?
It is Sunday.
I said this on a pod a couple months ago, yeah, when it was just myself and Chris. And we just lost the League Cup final, I think. And you know what? After the League Cup final, man wasn't even gutted because I knew we was going to seal the title. So I wasn't really gutted. And then I listened to, I think someone sent in some clips of Liverpool fans, real Liverpool fans, not guys like me, those real ones.
Right.
And they were tearing Liverpool to shreds and saying it's just not good enough.
No, that's good.
I checked myself and I had to say they're bloody right because a club of Liverpool's magnitude, no trophy is less. We compete for every trophy: Charity Shield, League Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, whatever trophy it is. I expect Liverpool to be in the argument. End of, bruv. End of.
But then saying that, are you confident you'll take the Charity Shield?
You know what? I think that's a tough game. I think on paper, yeah.
They haven't brought anybody.
They brought nobody. It's easy win, Marv. Come on, Marv.
I'm hoping.
Come on, Marv.
I want to win it, man. No doubt. Easy win. Who knows? Palace are a strong side when they're ready, but they've lost. Who they lost? They lost anybody?
They lost. Well, Eze could be on his way out.
Yeah, but that's not going to be. He might be in that team. They've not really lost no one, have they, Palace?
But they haven't added to it, and I think the manager's quite disgruntled about that. I've been reading. Yeah. He did a quote. I read a quote, and he was not happy because obviously it's been hard for them because they're not going to be in the Europa League, as I said. And they're in the Conference League, which is and it's probably better for them. They've got more chance of winning it.
Yeah.
But that's going to be good, and obviously then we've got the Super Cup in 10 days' time.
Oh, what a joy!
PSG.
Ali, you know what? Just relish.
I wish Big Andrew's the manager for that game.
We'd probably win it.
No, you wouldn't. You get smashed.
Lee, what I'm saying is, just relish. What I'm saying is, as a Tottenham fan, just cherish these moments. Enjoy these moments, bro, because they're priceless.
Listen,
you can put
nothing to take away that
place.
week. That week,
price on second place and fourth and whatever, because you get positional money. But you can't put a price on winning a trophy.
No, that whole week was the best week ever.
You know what I mean?
Europa League, the parade, the final
You'll get
game.
battered, though. PSG will batter you, but
I don't know. They played all summer.
If Andrew's their manager, if Big Andrew's manager is 4-5-0, but because it's Frank, and I think Frank's top manager.
You say about Frank there.
He's top manager.
Huh?
Top manager Frank is.
Do you like him?
He's very organised. I've got to say this.
I like him. I liked him at Brentford. It might take a while for Tottenham to adopt that system, but at Brentford, listen, he turned water into wine, didn't he?
Oh, he's brilliant. But this is a step up because look, Nuno, who we fired after 9 games.
No, that's because of your racist. Sorry, because of your fans and you just didn't warm to him. And because you don't like foreign man either, because you didn't like Jose and you didn't like Conte, but as soon as Big Andrew walked through the door, it was like one of your own. One of your own.
I mean, you say it's a step up.
Pochettino.
You warmed up. You warmed to him.
Like Martin Yo.
Brentford finished above you in the table. Brentford finished above you by a large amount of points last season.
Yeah, I think they came. 10.
You say step up. You know what I mean? Is it really that?
Yeah, but I say that in a sense, Marv. Like he's playing Champions League, he's playing Super Cup, he's playing like when you play as like you know how it is, man. There's no look. Although Tottenham are not the elite, and I accept that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between playing a game with Brentford and playing a game with Spurs. There's a different set of fans. Yeah, there is, because the Brentford fans are actually really good fans, and they also know where they came from. They weren't that far away from being in non-league. The fact they're in the Premier League is amazing, and he's instrumental in that. They're on a journey, clubs like that. Tottenham, there is a demand. You know, there is expectations, and like it's going to be tough. But I like him. I think he talks well. I think he's organised. I don't think he's been backed well enough. We got one player in. Really,
you got two. You
spent 120 mil.
You got
paid for players they had last season.
Okay, they're still important.
And the other boy, you got a boy from Bayern.
We got the one up on loan.
Yeah, it's a good signing.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Good signing.
I'm happy about that. But I definitely, I'd love to have got Eze, but I don't know what's happening.
You can't get Eze.
Well, I'm not saying we could. I wanted to.
You can't get Eze. You ain't got the pool.
Why not?
Who's that for Tottenham to get Eze?
Yeah, over Arsenal, no chance.
Well, no, maybe not over Arsenal, but we could get him if.
Depends. I mean,
Arsenal can't pay the deal.
That's where Leeds.
No, we can. We don't want to
play. That's where your point comes into play. You're going to give Eze, you know, at the end of the day, it's about what if you pay Eze the right money, he'll go Tottenham. But you're not.
And this is what I heard the other day, and it's true. It's like when players talk about, like I've gone to a team to play the Champions League football. It's bullshit. If Hull City could give you 600 grand a week, you'd go Hull City.
That's what Chelsea done, didn't they?
Yeah, they do all the time.
But Chelsea, there's a hope of you getting into something. You know you're going to do something.
But something you think Trent's getting paid a shitload of money at Real Madrid.
How much is he getting in Real Madrid?
I don't know, but he's getting a whole heap of money. I don't know basic wage, but he's getting everything there. These players don't move because, you know, and he's so cool. He apparently loved the club. But you know what?
I think he got disrespected. I think he got disrespected.
If Tottenham can outbid, you know, Arsenal financially in agreeing a wage structure and all that for the lad, he might just say, yeah, they're in the Champions League. Yeah. They've got a trophy.
They're also finished 17th last season.
You can't say if he wants prestige. Well, you can say that he'll join Arsenal if he does want prestige. You can just about say that, yeah.
So what's happening with Isaac then, Marv?
Is that deal will happen. That deal will happen. That deal will happen. I mean, my sources tell me that it's just a matter of time. It's about the transfer merry-go-round, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
120 rejections
and all that. So, you know, the guy don't want to play there no more. You can't keep a player against his wishes. That's always bad for business. They might as well cash in on the lad now. You know, Liverpool got the cash. We're ready to spend. We're ready to spend.
How come you've got so much?
Huh? How come there's never enough to win the Premiership? There's never enough.
How have they got all this capital?
Pardon?
Well, they didn't buy no one last year. They spent 40 mil last year, so they managed to save 100 mil. Yeah. They've sold a few players this season. They also won the league, which gives you a potload of cash. Not even just that, the commercial deals that come with winning that take you to another stratosphere. And so PSR has allowed them to open their coffers. But also they know they're going to sell. They know they can sell Darwin Nunes.
Chris said it the other day, and he kind of played it down when we said he goes Liverpool, we're a well-run club. I think we're more than well-run. We're up there with the best clubs. We've sold, man. When I look at it, we just sold Tyler Morton, who's had 2 Premiership games in his entire career. We just sold him for 15 million. These are the kind of things. Arsenal are good at that. Arsenal,
very good.
Under Wenger, were brilliant at selling on players who went on to carve out good careers in either the Premiership or lower clubs. These are the kind of things that allow you to spend. We sold, I'll tell you, Ryan Brewster. We sold that guy for 25 million pounds.
Crazy. Where is he now?
Just been offered that was about 2-3 years ago. Just been on a contract. He's just gone on a free.
Well, he was a top scorer at the World Cup under 17.
Yeah, he was meant to, but he never quite, you know, he got injured, but he never quite made the grade at Liverpool. But we were quick to spot that, banged him out for 25 million while he was still sought after as a hot prospect. And we've been doing that continuously for
that's really good.
Maybe the best part of 10 years. Chelsea,
didn't you sell Solanke.
Yeah.
We sold Solanke to. I mean, we got part of the Tottenham money. Solanke. We got money off of that deal. We sold him to Bournemouth for about 25 million, 30 million. Yeah. We sold a little kid to Brentford. What's that boy's name? The Portuguese kid from Fulham.
Oh,
Carvalho. We sold him for about 20 million. You know, we've been doing these little deals of unknown players who have got probably limited chances of making a grade. We've been selling them for very, very good money and all that. I mean, if I sent you a lot of article, even this season, we've already recouped something like 80 million. You know what I'm saying? And I think or more, and that includes the Diaz thing, and with Kizea and Nunes to depart. We could possibly make 150 million off sales guys that are surplus alone.
Yeah.
Chelsea, I mean, they sold Chelsea are good at it. They sold Noni for 55 million. Oh, I thought that I'm sorry, I was waiting for laughter.
No, but that's good. Oh, what? The one to Arsenal?
Pardon? Arsenal don't do this. Arsenal used to be very good at it, but they don't really carry that kind of. Well, mind you, they did get 25 million for what's his name? And 34 million for Balogun and
that's
Smith
incredible.
So they have been doing it.
Exactly.
What's his name? Eddie Nketiah. No, Arsenal are pretty cool at it as well.
There you go. For players who should not be going for that kind of money. No way.
Yeah, no, I'll take that back.
What's that down to? Good businessmen or the fact that they come from Arsenal?
And played both. It's both.
Because Solanke played 21 games for Liverpool that season, 2017-2018. Scored 1 goal. He played in Champions League 4 times. So obviously,
so you can see a lesser team in the Premier League will look at that and go, he's got Premier League experience. He comes from a top team that's got great education. From Chelsea, Liverpool. He would do wonders for us, and he did wonders for who was it? Bournemouth, Sheffield. Who was it? He smashed in how many goals? 20 goals.
I love Solanke.
He builds a name for himself, and then a team like Spurs come in or Aston Villa come in and say, "Yeah, we can work with this," and then it either works or it don't.
Yeah. I mean, well, it didn't work for Man
United. That's the merry-go-round. But no, Lee likes him though.
I love him. I think he's great. Solanke, I love him. He's great. He was so like how no one weren't talking about him enough. I felt last year, and I think he's a kind of player.
I don't think he deserved that kind of praise, Lee.
Well, you know, Arsenal were looking at
watch players off the ball and see what they do, and he brought a lot for us in a very tough time.
Oh no, he played very good with his feet. Very good with his feet.
Finisher.
Yeah, good at grand striker. Very good. I like it.
Man. Yeah, I think we'll get even more. I mean, he's injured at the moment. We got Maddison injured yesterday, ACL. It looks like so he's fucked.
You know, that's the thing. When I was thinking about today's podcast early, because this is my first real podcast since being champions and that. And I was thinking about that same thing. Matters when I heard he got injured. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's it for him, isn't it?
He's always. I remember when he was at Leicester. My mate's a Leicester fan. He said, he made a glass. Great when it's working, but he's made a glass.
Yeah,
so fucking hell. He comes to Tottenham, the worst team with the worst injury record. We must. It's shocking.
It's like Tottenham get one in and then one goes wrong. You get me?
Yeah.
You get someone good in, and then you think, yeah, all right, we got Solanke, we got Madders, we've just signed the Bayern midfielder. You almost got the Nottingham Forest boy, and all of a sudden, if you've got the Nottingham Forest boy. Things would have been looking up because what's his name?
He's white.
Good player, right up top of the street.
I was over the moon. 2 signings in 2 days, and then it just went.
That would have been. It would have been a
different. That would have been fantastic for Spurs.
I think so. Just the right side.
Nagy's is a sick man. He came in and said, "Nah."
Who?
Nagy's.
Who's that? Not the
chairman.
Yeah, chairman, Evangelio Maganagis.
That ain't happening. That is, if you'd got that one over the line, you would have looked at Tottenham as not as a threat to finishing, with the big guns, but you would have looked at Tottenham and said they could be in for a really good season, maybe a cup run and a good position in the league. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought.
Well, to wrap this, Mark, let's ask you then. What's the score going to be against Palace?
I'm looking at Liverpool now. We're looking slick, bro. We are at the minute 1-0. We got to beat Palace. It's not a point of what the score's going to be. We must beat Palace.
But what score you reckon? You got to put your neck out.
Oh, 1-0.
100%. Liverpool looking
looking slick. Looking
Please
slick.
get Tom to clip this.
Yeah.
It's like the parrot when Iceland scored against England.
Chris is just a friendly, isn't it? You know, it's just friendly.
What, 2-0 Palace now, yeah? 2-0 Palace.
Friendly, no biggie. It's just a friendly. It's only athletic.
Looking slick.
Yeah.
What's the score? Come on, what's the score going to be? You've just had it now.
Oh, what? Crystal Palace, Liverpool. I reckon we'll beat him 2-1. Tight game.
It was going to be 2-3-0 before this. Now it's a tight game, Cleat.
Nah, man. No, this is a good game.
You couldn't stop waxing lyrical about him just now.
In it.
No, we were looking good, especially the boy that I can't. How do I say his name? Eketi.
Oh, what happened?
What's his name?
Ekite.
He was looking beast-like down that flank or down. He's playing up front.
What's his name?
He's looking beast-like.
I
don't know what he's. I don't know nothing about the guy, man. I know he's meant to be on re-rates him. Said he's either magic or rubbish. On re-basis.
Is that rating?
No one re-said he's either magic or rubbish.
No, I mean like he did not words of that effect.
Yeah, but that's Henri. Now I can hear Henri saying that. I can hear him saying that.
This guy could do with a ball, but he's very inconsistent.
Yeah.
About him. He's very raw apparently, but he's about 6'5". He's massive.
Well, we'll be back this time next week, and we'll know if you've got a trophy to your name, Marv, and it will be the lead up to the Super Cup, Mr. Chairman.
That. Yeah,
I'll see you next week.
Made it through a pod, you know.
Yeah, it was great. Good to have you back. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Yeah, man. Bless up, G's.